Got to feel in heaven when my lover's near. Lord, let this moment last for another year. Though today has ended, the night's still young, I'd say. Lover, don't go away. Let it be the thing that I am longing for. Let's fly out from Manhattan to the California shore, just to watch the ships at night on the San Francisco Bay. Oh, lover, please, please stay. Don't say you have to go. Don't say you need to run. I'll stop the clock on Central Station and we can have a drink downtown. Let it be the night that I am longing for. Let's fly down south to Austin or to Ecuador, just to drink pina colada on a hot, wet summer's day. Oh, lover, please, please stay.
Picture quality. A registered trademark Technicolor in Technicolor. Print by Technicolor and color by Technicolor.
Welcome everyone to the Star Crazy Sanka set. I'm the Divine Danny D.
I'm Elle Diabloe.
And this
That's
is
Nomi Malone.
Come here, Nomi Malone.
Hey, Nomi Malone. Oh.
Oh, how are you? Oh, you're falling.
I'm barky today.
You're barky. She's very barky. Very. Every week she's so much bigger.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
She's losing many teeth. I found one on the floor today.
Excellent. Yes.
So she very loud and whiny.
Yes, many teeth, one leg.
Yes.
One leg. Yes, Nomi, you're here. We see you there.
We know you're here. Hi.
Well, hey, don't interrupt. That's rude.
All right, you do that. I'll go get her something to
get her something to amuse herself. Welcome to the Quarantino episode. This whole episode is devoted to everything Quentin Tarantino. So we're gonna have some Quentin Tarantino food today. We're gonna have some Quentin Tarantino drinks today. We're gonna do some Quentin Tarantino weirdness today. There is a Quentin Tarantino game. She's gone? Okay, cool.
She's gone. She's that thing that should keep her occupied for 2 hours should keep her busy for about
10 minutes. Yeah. And we're dressed like Quentin Tarantino characters
yes,
today.
Yeah.
You are whom?
I'm doing Reservoir Dogs, man.
You're doing Reservoir Dogs. That's very good.
I am.
Which one are you?
I am. They all actually pretty much rock.
I know, but you still have to choose one.
No, I don't.
Hey, no, according to it's very true. You have to choose one. You have to get told who you are.
Mr. Rainbow.
Mr. Rainbow.
I'm one of all of
Mr.
them.
Rainbow.
And who are you?
I'm Cliff Booth.
Ah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Brad Pitt's character. Good movie. I love that movie.
I often think you look like Brad Pitt, hubby of mine.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're
That's
my
funny.
Brad Pitt.
Oh, thank you. You're my Ben Affleck.
Oh, thanks. I wanted to do Uma, and I used to have like 2 perfect wigs.
Uma,
and
Oprah, Uma.
You know what? I was thinking that today, and I couldn't remember where that came from.
You know what? That's when David Letterman hosted the Oscars.
Oscars, yes.
And that was the best joke he came up with the whole night. Uma, Oprah, Uma.
But yeah, I think during the grand purge of 2020, both of those wigs.
Went away?
They went away.
Oh, well.
So.
Boom. But this, I don't care because this is fantastic. This is very booby.
It is. I cannot help myself. I am but a booby lady now that pandemic is a thing that's happened.
You're very quiet. I think I'm going to bring you up a little bit.
Oh, maybe am I off?
Are you off?
Did I
Maybe,
accident-
maybe.
the
No,
dog
you're not
punched
off.
me in the butt before,
You're not
so
off,
maybe
but I
she
want to
turn my mic
I'm
off.
going to bring you up a little bit.
I could just yell at everyone. No, I don't actually want to do that.
I just noticed on your levels you're a little quiet, especially compared to me. So
I'm
we'll
always
bring
a
you-
little quiet compared to you.
All right, how's that?
I don't know. How is it? I should probably keep talking if you want to test levels.
Yeah, you seem a lot better there.
All right. Oh, and thank you, Sister Stephanie.
There we are.
You.
For those of you who don't know, we are based in the beautiful, it's hard to see right now, but it is truly beautiful La Belle, Quebec, Canada.
Indeed.
North of Montreal, west of most
The Atlantic.
things, east.
Of other
Oh,
stuff.
east of most things, west of the cool stuff.
I like it here.
I like it
I
here.
saw many wild turkeys today.
Many wild turkeys.
I
We can
did.
get 2 apparently.
Yeah, that's what I hear from the neighbor.
We're allowed to.
I'm gonna pick off 2. I don't really know the details.
So now
of the arrangement.
I think we gotta learn how to trap. Like what I think we do. You know those trap where you bend a tree over and you tie it, and then there's a rope and a loop, and the turkey steps in it and goes boing.
And then we send it flying to the neighbors. That
Well, no, it
sounds
doesn't
like
let
a
it
race.
go. It's tied to the
I'm
tree.
joking.
I think that's what we should learn to
I
make.
want a Nerf bow and arrow.
Nerf bow and arrow.
Yeah,
I don't think that'll kill a turkey.
You're right, but I
It
don't know
may
if
bother
I
a
could.
turkey.
It might, and that might be
And
fun
turkey
for
should
you
not be
to-
bothered.
No.
No, not at all. Well, it's beautiful up here. In the land before COVID, and really, why are we talking anymore about the land before COVID? This is just the new reality.
Yeah, so
COVID exists
in our
forever.
last reality.
In our last reality, I feel like it's like we were Doctor Who and we had different heads.
No. I was like V, and I just pull off my skin, and there was a lizard person underneath.
But see, that's a disguise. The Doctor actually changes into different people.
Well, that's fine. We just zagged and showed our age all at the same time.
Doctor Who's
Timeless.
timeless.
V is not.
Did you ever watch the remake?
V?
The reboot of
No.
V? It was actually quite good.
No, I just remember when I was a kid, V was a thing that was on, and it scared the living bejeez out of me. 'Cause
It
I
was
little.
well. It was the eating the guinea pig.
Just the whole
Her
thing.
whole
And
neck,
again, I
her
was
jaw
like maybe
distended,
like,
and she.
I don't know, maybe I was like 5, 4. I don't know. It was a long time ago.
Yes, but before
Yes,
that, in
before-
that land, we were burlesque performers.
We were indeed.
We went onto stages. We made people laugh.
I took my clothes off.
We horned them up.
We horned everybody right up.
Horned them all up, and
Yep.
now we've decided, hey, we're so good
Let's
at
get people
horning people
fat.
up on a small scale. We're going to horn them up
On the internet.
on the internet, the biggest scale there is.
Yes.
So this is large scale horning. So prepare to get horned up. That's all we're gonna say. Hi,
you
Mom,
were-
by the way.
Staff, friends. Yeah, you were a burlesque.
I was a host and a comedian and a producer and a writer and a general folderol. And do you, my love?
Oh, I was a burlesque dancer and host and producer and teacher and choreographer, and now I make food with too much butter.
Yeah. You know, and for that, I have a special treat. Say that again.
And now I make food with too much butter.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
I just felt Michael Scott wasn't appropriate for this show.
Oh, so it's we don't have like a swap between.
No, we
can't
don't.
We can't go Nazis or Michael Scott.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
So you can have a bingo tonight. I still, of all the Tarantino characters, is absolutely one of my favorite characters. Where Christoph Waltz had been up to that point in my life,
You don't know
I don't know, and I just think he needs to be.
more places.
He's more places.
Christoph Wallace, if you're watching, be more places.
Be more places.
Just like that.
Yeah. So now we cook food. We make drinks.
We make ha-ha
Make
sometimes.
ha-has for
Sometimes
sometimes.
I get not ha-ha.
What does that mean?
Well, sometimes
You get sad?
No, I don't usually get sad on the show. Sometimes I get a little bitchy about stuff.
Well, that's
I
all
have
right.
opinions.
That's okay. You're allowed to have
That's
opinions.
what we were talking about what we do on the show. Sometimes I get a little
Like you're a French chef.
no, that's
Like-
ha-ha. This is more like
Zout alors.
Sacre bleu, I have mis one.
Yes.
But yes.
And today is all about Quentin Tarantino, perhaps my favorite director's movies to watch. I think there are directors I like better than Tarantino, and it's a small few. Tarantino is so my voice.
Go-to
That's the type of comedy, action, drama, all of it he does is very much my sensibility. So probably if I want to watch something that I know will be fun, or just want to rewatch something, Tarantino's an easy choice.
He also makes for a good marathon.
Great marathon.
You know what I mean? Because it's not all the
for
same.
you, a marathon, in all fairness, is about half a film.
That's not fair.
You fall asleep for me.
No, sometimes Tarantino, I normally stay awake.
Fair.
But good movie marathon because they're all so good.
They're all so good. Like, there's so many. There's supposed to be one more. One more. That's it, and then he'll be finished.
I don't like that so much.
You know what I would love to see happen is he at one point was supposed to have made a Star Trek movie. He really wanted. He was very, very close. He may still even be in talks of doing it. Did you? And the other one I always loved is if you haven't watched, is he did a 2-episode arc on CSI.
Yes.
Yes, where he wrote and directed that.
Yeah, I remember that.
So it was a bit crazy, but today we're going to make some very cool food that I think will be very familiar to most people. We're going to make some cooler cocktails.
What are you making?
Well, what I'm making is one which I think, because Donata asked about it last week, and I thought, well, I got to take a crack at this. Because what is a good Tarantino movie without a $5 milkshake? And that was, at the time, it sounded like a horrendous amount of money to spend on a milkshake.
Have you? Do you know what it would be in today's dollars?
I believe it would be about $45 milkshake. I don't know. I'm making all of this.
No, I think it's less than that. Somebody just told me this. I can't remember.
The $5 milkshake. I mean, again, I didn't even think really in the early mid 90s. 90. Pulp Fiction was 97. Around there.
$12 in 2021. The $12 milkshake. Oh my god! And you know what that sounds like?
That's still a reasonable amount.
I was gonna say that's how you could tell that we're jaded, because I'm just kind of like, wait, I've had milkshakes at DeVille Diner Bar that are like $22.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm like,
well, and again,
$12?
so we're gonna go with the concept of at Jack Rabbit Slims they sell the $5 milkshake. Now, in that, it's just a basic vanilla milkshake that she has. We're gonna take that and we're gonna make it booze. Because the only thing that I think really turns something into a $5 expensive milkshake is by adding alcohol to it. So we're gonna make a boozy milkshake, not only with some spirit, some good stuff, but with a nice kick of Guinness as well with it. So we're getting a Guinness milkshake.
Guinness milkshake, I dig it.
And also, now one of my, and something I wanted to make the whole time, something I just thought was an inspiring concept that I wanted to make a cocktail about, which we're going to do in a bit. If you're in a Quentin Tarantino movie, you only smoke one brand of cigarettes.
Okay.
They are red apple cigarettes.
Okay.
So we're going to make the red apple cigarette.
Oh, okay.
Which is what you can see right there.
I dig it. Yeah. Awesome.
And you, my angel.
I am going to make the Big Kahuna Burger.
The Big Kahuna Burger.
Yeah,
I've heard that's a tasty burger.
I've heard it's a very tasty burger. It's not. It's no Royale with cheese, but apparently it is a tasty burger. Yeah, and you know what? I didn't put this in my ingredients, but I have decided that we're also going to make our own teriyaki sauce.
Teriyaki sauce.
So because I felt that the recipe itself, hey, Nomi Malone, wasn't super challenging tonight.
No.
I'm making burgers.
No, what did you want to make?
What do you want to do?
You want to make what? Chocolate barca again?
So yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm just gonna pop in there and grab her one more ice cube.
Grab her an ice cube.
Because I'm a nice.
That's gonna be
mama.
so. It's gonna be a cool thing. We're gonna now head over here and see what the people have to say.
You talk to the people.
Hi, people. How are you? Let me just bring you all up. Let's see who's all in the house. Wow, there's a lot of fun people here today. Nomi got a check-in from Misty.
Shout out?
And of course, she also said we think we both look amazing. Well, thank you very much.
You shout out the dog. There you go, Nose. Nomi Bones.
Death thinks you're gonna step on teeth. Wait till you step on teeth. I've stepped on teeth before, but probably not the way you're thinking of.
Yeah, those ones were still attached.
Well, not when I was finished.
Oh.
Good old curb stomping.
Steph's got her fancy camel pants on.
Wearing camel pants.
Good job.
Nice.
Hopefully those will disappear into the background.
Oh, everybody's all excited for some Quentin Tarantino, it seems. Can't wait to see what food and drinks you're going to make based on his movies. There is so much to work. There is a lot. There is a lot. That was one of the more challenging because, and again, with Tarantino, it's a fascinating thing because there's a lot of basic food too.
Like breakfast?
A lot of breakfast. Breakfast is a big thing. What else?
Thank you, Matt Belanger.
Matt Belanger checking in, $12 in 2021. Thank you very much. Audrey's here. She says, "What's up?" Because she lives in 1997. And she says, "I love how dedicated you are in your outfit." Yes.
I think she's talking to me.
Yes. I love a good outfit. Yes.
I'm gonna talk.
Oh, my mom is here.
Hi.
Oh, Audrey's saying hi to Maureen. So hi, Audrey, from my mom.
Also,
and Audrey,
hi, Maureen,
she loves the beard.
Please be safe.
The beard. Look at this.
If anybody, hey, hi.
Hey.
Do you want to come be on the
Yeah,
internet?
BC's falling off Canada.
Yeah. Hi. Yes.
So we can't get to that. Nomi. Nomi. You know what a hot dog is?
This means one of two things. Either she really wants more ice cubes, or in about 5 seconds she's gonna go take a shit in the corner.
Well, go take a shit then. Yeah. What? This is the worst time to interrupt us. Thank you very much. Anyway, so there we have that.
If you don't zoom munch on his feet.
There we are. And I love the beard too.
Oh, whoa. Sorry.
What?
Hey, you're getting too tall.
What did
You're not allowed to feed yourself your
she
own
got herself treats?
Yes.
The dog got herself treats. What do you know?
Self-service in our
Let's
house.
head back over to the world. I just want to also remind anybody who's watching, there's a few different places you can watch us. You currently can watch us on our Facebook page, on the Danny D's, my personal Facebook page. You can watch this on our YouTube channel, our Twitch channel, and of course our Twitter page. If you're watching it on Twitter, if you're watching it on the Divine Dan or Danny D's page, we miss a lot of comments through that because the chat tool that we're using doesn't pull them in. So if you really want to be part of the whole show and involve yourself and get chat with us, which we'd love you to do, we recommend head over to our Twitch page, twitch.tv/StirCrazyShow, or to our YouTube page, youtube.com/StirCrazyShow. While you're there, subscribe on YouTube, follow on...
Smash that button.
I was in
That's what the kids always say. Smash.
There was no, but there wouldn't be a... Oh, there could be a button down below.
Subscribe button, yes.
Right there.
Smash it.
Right over there.
Smash it.
It's over there. YouTube.com/StirCrazyShow. Head over to those two places. Both of those will give you the full experience. It's going to be a lot of fun today because there's so much Tarantino, and I got a Tarantino game for you.
I love the games these days. I'm all about the games. Ever since Chocolate Rain.
We did games long before Chocolate Rain.
I know, but
you just like Chocolate Rain.
was my favorite game.
We don't have a Chocolate Rain-esque game where we have something else.
That's okay, but
so
no,
you
but
keep moving this. This is actually in the exact place where it needs to be. Because of Nomi?
Get down.
The dog is now big enough to get up on to pull itself up on the table. Soon it will be big enough to pull itself up on the ceiling. That's when the fighting begins. This is gonna be a fun one today. We got, let's say, Tarantino game. We have some good music that's inspired by Mr. Tarantino.
Nice.
As you can see, we had different credits, we had different opening credits.
Oh, Misty just said she really liked them.
Yes.
So thank you. I really like them as well.
They were very fun. I thought
You're
it was a
very
fun
good
thing.
at
I do what I can. I do what I can.
Hire him.
There we are. But in order to do this properly, I think we need to make a cocktail. Shall we do a cocktail?
I concur with your concurrence.
Let's do a cocktail, my
Let's
angel.
switch places.
Well, which way are you walking?
This way.
All right, we are going to make a lovely drink. I got it. Don't worry, you walk away.
No.
Well, it's too. Now you've made it longer. There we go. We are gonna make. You'll give me subtle flavor. The camera still sees the subtle finger you gave me.
I know.
Literally the only part of you that showed.
I did it.
We are going to make what I'm calling the red apple cigarette. Now, when I was trying to figure out what the red apple cigarette, I had a couple of things that I really wanted to play around with. One was I wanted some apple influence, so we're going to use a little bit of Calvados, which is, of course, an apple brandy. For this, we're also going to use, I want the concept of smoke involved in this. So in order to do that, we get a couple things. The spirit we're going to use a peated whiskey. So we want something that's got a really smoky, peaty element. This is an excellent blend that's actually, I find, quite peaty, called Teryaki. It's perfect for making cocktails. If you like to make Scotch-based cocktails. But then if you prefer to go something single malt, Oban's, Oshentoshen, something very peated, something...
Oshentoshen?
Oshentoshen?
Sounds like Oshkosh Bagosh.
It does, but it's not because it's booze. The other one is pants for children.
It is. Overalls.
It's all kinds of clothes.
It is, but
it was matchy-match clothes. That's what I always
Yeah,
thought.
And I always think of the overalls.
Because I always thought like Gant was Oshkosh Bagosh for adults.
For adults.
So that was, we're going to slip a little smoke into this. But
Cool.
the other thing that we did to add a little bit more smoke in here is I made a molasses simple syrup, a smoked molasses simple syrup.
Wow.
So it's a simple syrup. Basically what it is, I took a cup of sugar, equal parts white and brown.
Mm-hmm.
I add a little bit, like a teaspoon of molasses to that.
Mm-hmm.
A cup of sugar, a cup of water. So I made a basic simple syrup. And then to that, we add a little bit of liquid smoke.
Oh, fun. I wasn't sure if you were going to, like, put the liquid smoke
Yeah.
in something or put it directly down.
So if you want to
I would like to.
taste that.
Yeah, I'm just going to do a fingering. Wow, that's really interesting.
Yeah. So it's a smoky, it's sweet. That'll be kind of an interesting element to that. But along with that, we're playing around with is the base concept of the whiskey sour. So I'm making a little bit of making sour. So we're gonna add a little bit of lemon and an egg because, of course, we're doing a sour. So let's start.
I'm sorry. I know you want to move on, but like,
I know. Wait till you see the drink.
complex.
So we're going to
flavors,
start this off. We are going to take 1.5 ounces because we're adding the Calvados. I'm not going a full 2 ounces on this.
Do you want your recipe back?
If you want to bring it up, that's just for the people. That's no problem.
The people want it.
So we're going to bring in 1.5 ounces of our. Oh, got that wrong. There we go. Of our peated whiskey. We are going to take 3/4 ounce of our Calvados. So it's a little stronger drink.
Hee-haw.
To that, we are going to put in per cocktail 1/2 ounce there we are, of our lemon juice. So total a full ounce. I'm just going to. It's a little easier to do a full ounce at a time. Ooh, I love when it just decides to go out the other holes. There we go. That's fine. That's perfect. We are going to put in, there we are, 3/4 ounce of our smoked syrup per cocktail.
Now, can I ask a question?
Yes, by all means.
What is the logic behind making the syrup as opposed to just, for example, like adding liquid smoke directly to the cocktail?
The benefit of it is the smoke develops over time.
Okay.
So you're going to get a little bit, it's going to change, it's going to alter the flavor a little bit. Adding smoke to something harshens it out a little. This, you want to sort of let it age a little bit, creep into all the different flavors.
Cool.
Also to that, of course, we're going to add our couple of dashes of our Angostura bitters. And lastly, but not leastly, because we are making a sour, we're going to add an egg white. Normally I would use a medium egg white per drink, but since we're making 2 at once, I've got an extra large egg. There we go. So we're just going to take the egg white out of that. I don't know. I love when it doesn't want to do what I want it to do.
Because our fridge is super cold,
There
and
we
I
go.
find sometimes the egg whites get stuck to the yolks because they're
There we go.
They're
So
too froid.
can you grab me the ice, please?
I can. Are you shaking?
Yeah, I'm going to shake, but we're going to do a dry shake first. So with any sour or with any egg white, when doing an egg drink, you want to do a dry shake either before or after. Some people prefer to do a reverse dry shake, which means you shake with ice first. take the ice out, and then shake again with as is. I like to do the dry shake first and then add the ice. This helps develop the froth. That's what the egg is there for. So let's dry shake. There we are. There we go. Dry shake done.
I feel like a dry hump.
We're gonna add some ice. No, it's not like a dry hump at all. You can smell the smoke in that.
We get the shaking dance twice.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Try it this side this time.
Oh, hang on, I'm just gonna change this. This is a little shallow.
Would you like a ice cube, Nomi Malone?
There we go. Let's do
Would
it.
you like a cubes?
This will be better. There we go. That's better. Perfect.
You know what I find interesting about our dog's progress? The shaking really used to upset her. And obviously, we drink too much because she doesn't even bat an eye anymore.
All right. It's fair. All right. To this, we are going to take 2 lovely coops. We are going to take our, oh, heavens.
Again, shout out
Just
to
us?
Elle and Vika on Saint Laurent if you want nice glassware.
We're going to take our coops. We're going to double strain this. This is going to give us a slightly tighter foam. As we strain this egg white based cocktail through this, it's going to get rid of some of the glass.
La
So the glass, the ice.
La glace.
La glace,
Oh.
oui, oui.
On est un spectacle bilingue maintenant.
Merci, merci. And there we go.
Oh, you lost your cube, dude. You lost your cube.
There we go. All right. Now, with that, we're just going to pop a garnish. I'm going to drop a little bit of a...
Oh, I'm going overhead for this.
There we are. So this is going to give us sort of our burn look, a cigarette burn.
This one kind of also looks like a egg.
Yeah. What I'm going for is a bit of a cigarette burn feel. And we're going to take a thin...
Did you lose your ice cube under the stove? Oh, the disaster. Oh, no.
thin slice of apple.
Well, can I have a little slice when you're done for the poopy?
There you
Oh, thanks. Nomi Malone. And some apples?
There.
Apple.
There we are.
Yeah.
Just want to go with that.
So tasty. So good for you.
There we
Yum,
are.
yum, yum.
And
I'm just going to move this off to the...
yeah, sorry. There we are. Another thin slice,
Good
which we're
girl.
going to do a little apple wheel with. Oh, phooey. I broke that one.
So you can also lay it on top. It's like beautifully
Yeah.
fanned out. Like with that third piece, so to make a nice fan.
What I would normally make is I just running a little bit, and I don't want to spend the time fussing with it, is make a apple swans.
A swan?
Apple swans, where you
Are
cut.
you going to float it on top? Like it's...
No, you attach it to the side.
Okay.
Where you make a little wedge, and then you cut wedge and wedge and wedge, and you fan it out. There we are. This is, when I go back to normal shot.
Yes, I do. Main cam in 1 second.
There we are. That is the red apple cigarette. I want the cigarette burn in there, the apple, and it should be smoky and appley.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah. That came out really nice.
I like this.
Yeah. It came out very, very good.
And the interesting thing is, like, I don't normally, even though I'm a smoker of many things, I'm not such a smoked food
I know
person.
you're not.
I'm
I wasn't
such a,
sure how you would feel about this.
I'm not such a like smoked cheese. I'm getting better as I get older because I find the complexity interesting and whatever. But this is good.
Down, babe. Down.
It's also an interesting. There's something about it that also maybe it's the apple with the smoke.
Yeah.
Reminds me. It's like this is a good holiday beverage.
It's a nice holiday beverage. But it's also it's a nice.
Hi, boo boo. Hi, you want?
It's just a nice cocktail to sip. It looks pretty.
Indeed.
The apple actually
Yes.
floats, so it's nice. It's nice.
That's why I asked if you were going to
Little
float the
touch.
swan on top.
There. Red apple. We can put up the recipe up one more time. That red apple cigarette.
One more time for the recipe.
It's a Divine Dandy D original.
It's very tasty.
Give this a shot.
Okay, they're called treats, not all the times. Stop.
I'm gonna just get this out of your way. You don't
I'm gonna
mind.
tip my little apple wheel into my beverage. I'm just gonna put the ice back in the freezer.
Oh, I'll take care of that while you take care of the people here.
I'll take care of the people. Hi, people. Hi, people. How are ya? What's shaking
Why don't you go to the questions?
with your bacon? I'm getting a pot before I go to.
Hey.
Hey.
I appreciate you wanting to be part of the show, but you gotta let people talk.
It's not really that. I think that she just is a pushy bitch when it comes to food. All right.
So there we are.
Questions.
Boom.
What is the Tarantino movie you have rewatched the most?
The most. So it's the first one. Which Tarantino movie you rewatched the very most? I think it's a good question. Because again, this means it doesn't necessarily have to be your favorite. Because
there's also instances where you go to someone's house and it's like, oh, let's watch X movie, and it's not your favorite.
Sometimes I just like, again, I find what's also nice about Tarantino is if you have a party or whatever, his movies are great to just have on in the background. Mm-hmm. They look cool. They're
like Showgirls.
Like Showgirls is too,
not a Tarantino movie, but good in the background.
Too engaging. You can't not
watch. I know what my answer is, but purists might argue that it's not a Tarantino movie.
Tarantino's involved. It's a Tarantino movie.
All right. So the Tarantino movie that I have undoubtedly, hands down, rewatched the most is Four Rooms. I think I have seen that movie over 100 times, and every time I talk about it, I want to watch it again.
Four Rooms falls into the realm of not necessarily strictly a Tarantino film, because he's done a lot of films with people. Robert Rodriguez specifically, he's done a ton of films with Robert Rodriguez where they either co-wrote or Robert Rodriguez wrote it and they co-directed. Four Rooms is one where there's a few people.
There's four directors.
Four director, Allison
whatever
Anders.
Yeah.
Allison Anders?
I don't know.
She did Gas Food Lodging. Amazing director.
And I don't know who did the one in the
That one was the one I always forget who that director is because they were a big thing at the time, but they never.
One with Jennifer Beals.
They never blew up as big.
Yours?
That I've rewatched the most. I mean, I'd probably say it's easy that I've rewatched Reservoir Dogs the most. Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs are very, very close. Though I keep going back more and more lately. And I find that I like to rewatch Jackie Brown as I get older because it's the best music movie
it's a
of
good
his.
Soundtrack.
It is
it's
one of the
exceptional soundtrack.
As good as the Pulp Fiction soundtrack is, I think Jackie Brown soundtrack is just 10 times better.
And it's so funny because Reservoir Dogs soundtrack is like 97% good, but like some of it is just not fun to listen to.
But the Reservoir Dogs soundtrack has Stephen Wright throughout it, which is
which is awesome. But some of the songs like "Fool for Love," it's like I could take it or leave it. But the Coconut song.
Yeah, but that's what I say. If you haven't sat down and listened to the Jackie Brown soundtrack, go.
Not now.
Not right now.
Go. Stay with us.
It's what I think is even funny is that there's that great scene in the movie where Pam Grier and Robert Forster get into talking about one of the songs and how it's her favorite, and he's starting to fall for her, and he ends up going out and listening to this song, a Deltonics song. Delphonics, the Delphonics, and it's such a good scene, and it's.
Yeah, but there's that whole scene in Reservoir Dogs with Like a Virgin where he pulls apart Like a Virgin and he talks about.
But Like a Virgin isn't in the soundtrack.
It's not in the soundtrack, but
the monologue that Tarantino does.
And it's dick, 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 dick. How many dicks is that? A lot.
So that's probably, but I will always say too, I love to go, I will rewatch the opening scene of Inglourious Bastards so many times because I think it's a perfectly shot scene. If you want to understand how to create tension in a scene, watch that scene. Like up until this point, I thought the greatest opening 20 minutes of film were Saving Private Ryan, and then he came along, and just the two men having a conversation at a table was the most terrifying thing I've ever seen.
But it's like, if you're tuning in for the first time, you don't know this about me. If you're not, bear with me. I get movie anxiety. You know this, to the point that sometimes I either like yell at the TV or I have to like let it play, but I have to extricate. So I like get up and I leave the room so that the movie can keep doing what it needs to do. I just don't have to be part of it. If I was not as dead set on watching Inglourious Bastards as I was, I don't think I could have made it through the beginning because of how much I wanted to rip my skin off.
Oh yeah, it's a great scene, but
it was so like
I love it. But I think this is what he does incredibly well, is he knows how to create tension and take you on the journey you didn't know you wanted to go on.
And sometimes like, and again, like I have there's at least one scene per Tarantino movie, and I'm going to say with the exception of Four Rooms, that I can't. Like watching Django, it's the episode with the scene where the boy is getting whipped and then the dogs, and like you can't. Watching women get beaten in The Hateful Eight, can't. Like it's just so uncomfortable. But it's not. Yeah. I never like. I found the noises in Django gratuitous because I find that it's the kind of thing, he makes exploitation films. So why not be exploitative? Exploitative. Because that's what he makes. He makes these kinds of films. He loves those kind of films. Every movie he makes, but they're honest. They're modern exploitation films. Let's see what the people have to say. Hi, people.
Hi, people.
We're back now. Oh, I want to have hair once before I have to cook. Ready?
There you go.
Hold on.
All right. What do we got? Matt Belanger says True Romance. I wonder if anybody would bring True Romance up. That is an excellent Tarantino film.
It is. And often when I forget about it,
if you don't know it, Tarantino wrote it. He didn't direct it, but he wrote it. Incredible film with Christian Slater,
Arquette,
Rosanna Arquette, Patricia Arquette, and a really young Brad Pitt as a stoner, which is fantastic. My mom says Pulp Fiction. I mean, Pulp Fiction is a great go-to. If you want to put on just it's one of those movies that you will enjoy. If you've seen it a million times, you'll enjoy if you've never seen it before.
You know who's underrated in Pulp Fiction? Eric Stoltz.
Eric Stoltz is fantastic.
I love Eric Stoltz.
Eric Stoltz is fantastic in everything, though.
It's also true.
And Misty said Pulp Fiction or Kill Bill. And Kill Bill wasn't brought up, but Kill Bill, I love Kill Bill because I love so many. There's so many. There's the Texas the dirty Texas aspect. There's the Kung Fu films. Oh, it's so many great elements to it. It's so freaking fun.
Okay, so some of you might remember that, like, Panini, I bought that one-piece yellow snowsuit off some Ches website. And I bought it big, but I guess I bought it big for, like, Asia standards because it was tight when I got it 2.5 years ago. If it was not as skin tight as it is today, that's what I wanted to wear for the beginning of the show. Was my yellow onesie snowsuit, but unfortunately it doesn't close anymore. So I've got goals for next time we do this. I'll have a yellow snowsuit.
Oh, I just thought also too, before we get anywhere, let's just check over and see where Mr. Ling is. There's Mr. Ling.
Mr. Ling.
Mr. Ling is hanging out with all the candy.
And the mushrooms.
And what to Mr. Ling? Mushrooms are the candy of the ground.
Oh, okay.
He said that to me, I don't know how many times.
Mushrooms are the candy of the ground.
And tuna is the chicken of the sea. We'll talk to you later, Mr. Ling. What you gonna make for us?
All right. Well, this was not in our ingredients list. It wasn't part of the original plan. You stay here and look pretty for the people. I figured because I'm not
the beard
really...
going on now. What do you think of the beard?
Audrey said she liked it.
But I know. I that's why I grew it.
Because for Audrey?
For Audrey.
Because
I sat up and going to horn people up. I'm trying to horn up Audrey.
All right, I'm gonna do
I think
something.
by calling her Andre.
Andre? Why?
Hello, Andre.
Andre.
I'm gonna horn up Andre.
All right, I never do this, but because I don't have a recipe card,
Oh, that's your
there's,
wine. I
there's
wasn't
like
expecting
a
that.
little notes coming.
Oh,
with me
go
over
for it.
here.
Go for it.
I never ever do that.
That's-
All right, what we're doing tonight?
You want this on here?
My friends, not just yet. I'm
Okay.
gonna put the stuff in the.
Here, let's just go overhead here so people
Can you
see.
do me one favor?
Yes.
I forgot one thing, but I
Oh.
think I did it because I hate it so much.
Yeah.
In the cupboard, there is some cornstarch.
Mm-hmm.
I need to make a slurry. Could you pass it to me, please? Thank you.
I made a slurry once.
Did you? Could you?
Well, it was in Surrey. It was a Surrey slurry.
It was a slurry. Can I get
For sure.
a little tiny bowl, please?
Surrey.
Thank you. And I might ask you to scoop this because that's what marriage is about. You find
I don't understand what your issue is with cornstarch.
it is so disgusting.
What is? Oh, is that? Did you put that on there? That's
Oh, it's probably
garlic.
Audrey. There's
Did I horn her
some-
up? Did I horn her up?
Yeah, she's hornea.
Hornia.
Um,
That's the inner part of your eye, right?
the hornea. That's what makes people look attractive. The hornea area of your
Yeah.
eye. Cornstarch is one of those things. Some people have it with cotton balls.
Yeah.
Some people have it with fleece. Like I can't with airplane
My buddy
blankets.
Dwayne had it with
makes me
cotton
want to
balls.
like pull my skin off.
Used to fill his
Cornstarch-
cubicle up with them.
Cornstarch, when I'm like the other day, if anybody ordered the tofu from me, by the way, I loved it. I hope you loved it. I have to coat the tofu in cornstarch, and I literally like it makes my mouth salivate. It makes all the hair on my arms stand up. There's something about the texture of it. It's got that weird sandpaper. Like just talking about it, I swear to you, I've got goosebumps. It makes me so nauseous. So if you could kindly, because you're the best.
How much do you need? Do you do that in first, or
No,
do you
I
want?
need to make a slurry in
Oh,
here.
here, slurry.
3 teaspoons of that to this, and then we're gonna mix
What
it
do
up.
you want me to pour it into my mouth, and I'll just spit it into here? Will that help you? Sorry, 2 teaspoons. You said?
3
teaspoons.
I don't know. Some people are like that with like organ meat, like liver and stuff like that, because of the texture. Like I don't know.
I'm that way with my skin being drawn on.
You don't like your skin being dry, but is there something that like if you touch it, like sometimes when I'm cutting sage, I don't love it. It feels creepy to me. It feels like Audrey 2 from
Oh, I got you.
Little
That's,
Shop
that
of Horrors. There's
furry.
that furry weird, but it's furry and it's also
Yeah.
it's textured. It's not just furry. It's got like a thing about it.
Yeah.
So like I don't know.
It's like made of fur. It's like it's a pelt.
Yeah, sort of
Yeah.
ish. Okay, so thank you for that.
You asked me the
We're
question.
gonna put
You don't
this
care
in-
about the answer though. You asked me if there's anything.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting.
Yeah. No.
Wait,
No.
no, there's nothing.
There's not.
That's not true.
What do I?
Not the touch of it. Like, there's nothing that you touch that you go, oh, I can't. Like the other day when the dog drooled in the car, you didn't really like.
I don't. But I don't like anybody drooling on me. I don't think that's just pleasant.
No, it's
Like
not.
a wet dog face, sure. That's not, but I don't mind it. I mean, it's not. It's like it's gonna kill me. What do you want me to do now?
Mix that together to make a slurry.
Oh,
please.
okay. You don't. Okay, hang on. Can I get a?
You can get a
Thing of water?
knife or the mini. Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
Tofu is delicious. Oh, thank you. All right, into this
you want all of that in
little
there? Or?
saucepan. Hold on, I'm gonna
That
pour.
looks like a slurry enough.
Just so you know, I'm sorry that we don't have a recipe card. It was that. Wait 1 second. This was a game time decision. We have a 1/2 cup of soy.
That's a good enough slurry for you.
I believe it is. 1/2 cup of soy. We have a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Again, I'm using my containers from my prep deck because I find it so convenient. We're throwing in 1.5 teaspoons of fresh ginger and a teaspoon of garlic.
Do you want me to read it off like a radio?
I need some agave.
You need some agave.
How much agave do I need?
Agave. Oops, hang on.
Oh, let's just knock that out.
Agave. How much agave do you need? You need 1 tablespoon
Now,
of honey or agave.
use the agave if you want this to be vegan. You can use honey if you don't give a shit. Babe, there's more.
Oh, you want me? I was
There's
just.
more. I thought you were going to
Oh, sure. I can do it. I can continue to
I thought
do
you
it.
were going to read me the rest
I
of
can
the
continue to do it.
ingredients.
Just
Yes,
go ahead.
please.
I'll do it right over here. Hey, hi there, everybody. Welcome. You
are at the agave.
No, I did the agave.
Oh, a half a cup of soy. Do you have that?
Babe, I'm past the agave.
That's what I was saying. 1 teaspoon of sesame oil.
Okay, we got 1 teaspoon
of sesame oil.
Yes.
3 tablespoons
Tablespoons?
of myrrhine.
Mirin?
Oh, mirin.
3 tablespoons or tablespoons?
Tablespoons.
Tablespoons?
Tablespoons. Not tablespoons.
Tablespoons? Okay, so that's 3 tablespoons of mirin.
Ooh, sorry. 3 tablespoons of myrrhine.
Oh, I didn't put in the full quarter cup of the thing. I will go fix that.
Well, what did you put in?
I just put a little bit in.
No,
I didn't put the full thing. Oh!
Shice. Oh, boy.
Well,
all right. So I'm going to do that while Danny D takes down her set. Where did this water come from? This?
That's it.
Okay, so...
I didn't put the full thing in. I didn't realize it had to be full thing.
So we're making a slurry. What is a slurry?
Hang on. Wait.
Cornstarch to... No, I wanted you to go overhead so we could just take a look at this.
What is a slurry?
Such a schmuck.
What is a slurry?
So, so we're going overhead. The dog thinks it's a game. She's now chasing down her. We've just added the cornstarch to the water, or the water to the cornstarch, and we've done a little whisk on this. Why? This is because it's going to thicken this up a little bit. Now I'm going to whisk all of this together. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Whisk, whisk, whisk. Now I'm also showing my age again. All right, so this is all nicely whisked. Nomi Malone. The smell off this, my friends, is actually delicious. One day we'll have smell-o-vision, and you'll be able to just not have to take my word for it.
Well, some of you have come and eaten the food after we've made it.
No, but we haven't even, I haven't even added heat to this. And just the aroma of all of it. The chili, the sesame oil, the ginger. Can we lift that over?
Bring that in. Bring it flying in.
Flying in this guy. We're gonna put it on, induction guy, and we want to bring this to a boil. So for once in my entire stir crazy history, I'm just gonna pump the heat on that MFer. Oh, what's wrong? Nomi Malone.
There.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just looking for a little cloth to wash my hands.
There we go.
Bear with me 1 second. Something's happening over here.
Bringing that over there. There we go. Well, that does that. Thank you very much for enjoying the voice. It wasn't me. It was our announcer. I'll tell them you said thank you. They said thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring this to a boil, and we're going to... What's wrong, a poopy dog?
Usually you pay so much attention to me.
I'm sorry.
But now you're talking to people.
You know what? It's so good. I work from home and you work from home because we have such a pandemic dog. We got the dog 2 months ago, and we don't go so many places.
Yeah.
Why? There's people in places.
I don't mind people as long as they're across the street.
I love you all. Y'all know that.
Oh yeah, we're not talking about you. The other people.
I don't know. Here's that moment for me. I find, especially these days, I grew up in Montreal. I spent a few decades of my life there. J'en peux plus, man. People are rude. Everyone's impatient. Everyone's in a rush. I get it, because I'm not the nicest person all the time. I'm a little bit impatient. I can also be in a rush. But, everybody just needs to chill the fuck out. It's ugh. And then you go to Montreal and you can't park, and you're dealing with assy people, and no parking, and I just can't. All right, so we're at a boil here. We've achieved that.
Zimmer 1 is in our walls, he said.
Are you in our walls?
Well, good. While you're in there, get rid of the bugs.
All right, we brought that to a boil. I'm just gonna.
Bring it overhead again.
I'm gonna What time is it?
Oh,
Is that
it's
time?
5:50.
Can you add a timer for like 3 minutes?
Oh, of
over there,
course.
please? So I'm just gonna get this. I'm gonna turn the heat down, which we've done. We still have some nice movement in the pot, even though the heat is lowered. We're gonna like thicken this. Oh,
Hi.
no, I know what that means.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, why? What?
Let me just give me 1 second.
Well, while you walked away.
Well, I know, because I asked for 1 second, because I just wanna
Oh, it's looking nice teriyaki right now.
take a preliminary. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Nomi Malone.
Oh yeah, that's a lovely teriyaki.
You can't taste this because it's got garlic in it, and garlic is not good for dogs.
What are we making? It's our Quarantino episode. So we are making to meet. We're making Big Kahuna Burgers.
So we decided instead of buying store-bought teriyaki, we should just make our own teriyaki
So right now we're making
sauce.
some teriyaki for the Big Kahuna Burgers. We made our red apple cigarettes cocktail, and later on we'll be making the boozy $5 milkshake.
And we're going to be finishing the rest of the Big Kahuna Burger. We just wanted to get this sauce done.
This isn't the Big Kahuna Burger.
This is not the burger.
On its own.
No.
No. Yeah.
Guys, who knew that making teriyaki sauce was so effing easy? Don't ever buy that again.
I'm going to go with all the Japanese people.
Well, duh, yes, but like, I did not know that, partially maybe because I'm not Japanese, but like this
Very good.
is like an epiphany.
Really?
Yes, I've never made teriyaki sauce before. It was so bloody easy. The whole prep time maybe took me like, we gotta grate mince some ginger,
Very
chop
easy.
some garlic, like,
Well, while you're doing it,
tellement facile.
why don't we, while that's sort of sitting on its last minute, speaking of a minute,
Yes.
we
I saw what you
so we
did
did there. It was nice. For the past while, every show has involved with us a very sexy woman who's been eating food for precisely 1 minute.
1 minute.
And we are about to be doing, not today, but we are sitting on the edge of our 50th episode of our Sexy Woman. So what we have been doing is exploring some of the classic greats. And
We've had a few sexy women over the time that we've been doing
a few sexy women, some great burlesque performers. This week, I thought I'd dip into the library of one Butterscotch Blondie.
Oh, yay, Butterscotch Blondie.
Because one thing that Butterscotch Blondie has in common, that the great Tarantino.
Oh, yes.
Tarantino, is that right?
Tarantino, yes.
Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino have in common is their absolute love of breakfast.
Oh, yes. Bring it on.
So, without further ado,
Ladies and gentlemen,
a very sexy woman
who eats food?
for 1 minute.
That's a bingo.
I didn't know that was so long. That was excellent.
That was a bingo.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
Oh my God. You know I'm not going to sleep tonight because I'm watching all the Tarantino movies. Yes, no.
Well, speaking of, you just said that she was being very good and she was back.
Yes. Would you like to come up? You want to see the people?
Want to see the people?
Come on, hold on. I'll get you a special thing.
That, of course, is Butterscotch Blondie, our sexy woman, eating breakfast in bed. And I thought that what made that specifically Tarantino was the fact that it looked very sort of classic, but then there was this giant plastic purple water jug in the middle of it.
Shoot. First of all, that. Can you grab that? Can you grab that? Sorry.
So fluff. She made a fluff.
I know. She also just tried to take my microphone off. Hi. Hi. You want to have this? Okay, now I'm going to sneak this way. Oh,
There we are. Nomi Malone, how are you? Are you having a good show so far? That's good to know.
Oh, thanks, Nomi.
She's being lovely. Oh, keep drinking the wine.
Oh, stop doing that because there's none of that left. Okay, bye. You want to go down?
Bye.
My makeup doesn't taste so good? Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah, no, so that's a lot of fun. Why don't we? Hey, Nomi.
Again, I really kind of think, based on
Well, then go take her out and I will kill the time.
No, we can't do that right now. We're going
All
to play
right,
a game.
then we're going to play a game. Let's play a game. Nomi, go poop in the house somewhere. Good on you. You have my approval.
No, where are the sticks? The skinny
don't-
sticks. Oh, I know where the skinny sticks are.
Okay, she's going to go get the
I'm going
skinny
to grab the
sticks.
skinny sticks.
I'm going to stand here and
My
I'm going to
poor
explain
dog.
to you.
Is so bribed by food.
You know, when you walk over there and you talk, you're still very loud.
I know. Skinny sticks? Oh, go get it.
All right. It's the game time. It's game time.
Game.
The past few weeks, we've had a lot of people playing the game with us.
Okay.
A lot of people have played games.
I've done pretty well the last
You've
couple
been
weeks.
doing very well. And I'm interested to see how you do in this one. Because there's a lot of different options I could have gone with for Tarantino in a game.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, but I want to go with one I like to do.
Which means I'm going to be terrible at it.
This is, one more time, the game is Say What?
Okay.
Tarantino edition. This is where I'm going to give you a line from the movie. You can tell me, I'm going to give you a point if you tell me one of three things.
Okay.
The character that said it,
Okay.
the actor that said it,
Okay.
and you'll get a bonus point if you can tell me the movie it's in.
Okay.
And some of these will be very, very simple. I think if you don't get them, you'll be very surprised.
Yes, but the pressure.
The
Sometimes
pressure,
I get
there is no pressure. It's not like you can win anything.
No, but but I can lose face.
You lose face.
Losing face.
How much face do you
I have
think
a lot
you
of.
have?
I have a lot of face. Also, losing face sometimes is more valuable than gaining prizes.
Really?
I think so.
Here's something I'm going to tell you that's very important for you to understand right now about this game. It just doesn't matter.
Okay.
That's a great man once said. All right.
2 minutes. As soon as our next canned episode is on, we can go to the can.
The first question is.
Oh, poor baby.
Well, the first line is, I don't tip because society says I have to.
Reservoir Dogs.
Okay, what's the character?
I want to say it's Harvey Keitel's character, but I don't think that's true. Yeah, it is Harvey Keitel.
You're saying Harvey Keitel, so Harvey Keitel.
I always confuse their colors. Again, I love the movie, confuse their colors. I'm going with Harvey Keitel from Reservoir Dogs.
All right. Reservoir Dogs, you are correct.
Right? And no, it's not. It's what's his face with the face from Boardwalk Empire.
They all have faces. They all have faces.
No, with
all of the actors.
Boardwalk Empire face. What the fuck's his name?
No, you have a color. Choose a color.
No, I just told you. And again, now I'm distracted. I don't do the colors.
You do. It's just a color. One of the basic colors.
Mr. White.
Oh, see, that was Harvey Keitel.
Mr. Black.
Mr. Pink.
But that's
Reservoir
That's
Dogs.
who I meant. What's his name? Face.
Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi. The one with the face.
The one with the face.
The weird face.
That's right. Mr. Pink, Reservoir Dogs. That was his whole bit of the opening of Breakfast,
Yes.
where he doesn't tip because people should just be paid to do their job. All right.
Okay, she's trying to get
Nomi?
She's trying to get her leash. If there's
Okay.
been a sign.
Next line. Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. Who says it?
By Bruce Willis in Pulp Fiction.
Okay, give me his character name.
I can't right now. Fuck.
At the Sundance Film Festival, you would know it.
Because Ken? No.
The character's name is Butch. From Pulp Fiction, yes, played by the amazing Bruce Willis. All right, very good. You're 1 for 1. Oh, you got
I'm 1.5 for 2.
You got 3 points out of a possible 4.
Okay, I can. Okay.
Maybe it. Well, Pam, which way are you going? Left or right?
From Jackie Brown.
Pam Grier is the actor, so nobody would have called her that.
True Romance? No.
Well, Pam, which way are you going? Left or right?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? I don't know. This one doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, really? This is actually one of my absolute favorites. It's Stuntman Like from Death Proof. Pam, which way are you going to go? Left or right? She says left. He goes, wow, it was a 50-50 shot.
And oops.
But so when, how soon you start getting scared. He was incredible in that movie. One of the best, not only because of how scary he was at the first part of that film, but just how pathetic he becomes by the end of it.
But see, this is always one that I also include, and people tell me all the time, but it's Rodriguez. And I'm like, but it's both of them. Like,
well, it's 2 different films. Quentin Tarantino wrote and directed Death Proof.
Yes.
Robert Rodriguez wrote and directed Planet Terror.
Planet Terror.
And then there's all the little trailers. Machete was a fake trailer in the middle of that they actually made a movie out of. Like, it's a great film. All right. The price you pay for bringing up either my Chinese or American heritage as a negative is I collect your fucking head.
It's Kill Bill and it's Lucy Liu, but I don't know what her name is because I'm stupid like that.
Let it go. I'm going to wait for people to see if they get it.
I'm also topping up my little glass.
You are right. It is Oren Ishii.
Yes.
Kill Bill, Lucy Liu is the actress.
And my girl Drew, no.
She was so good in that movie.
But she's phenomenal, and now she does art.
She's okay. Well, now she does. Well, she also does. What's the?
She's painting now. I
think.
she
does that Sherlock series. The pair.
Oh yes.
Elementary.
Elementary.
Yeah,
yes.
She's on that.
No, but I mean, she's done some cool shit, Lucy Liu.
She has, but this film is probably, I think, her thing. The D is silent.
Django. Unchained.
From the movie?
Django. Unchained.
It is Django from Django Unchained. Played by of course, the incomparable
Django.
But I can't remember.
I know, because this is what happens to me sometimes when I play the game. I'm looking at his face and I'm like, I know you.
Yeah.
You're in a Quentin Tarantino movie.
We'll get back to that. All right, line is AK-47, the best there is when you absolutely, positively got to kill every motherfucker in the room except no substitutes. One of my absolute favorite lines that Tarantino has ever penned.
Yes. But I just need to take a moment, and I'm not excusing my behavior because my behavior is usually abominable, but like sometimes when these questions happen, what happens in my head?
Jamie
Foxx.
Foxx.
What happens in my head is all of the movies start playing at once, and I hear so many different lines. Like part of me says this is a Pulp Fiction line, but then part of me says it's a Reservoir Dogs line, and then part of me says it's an Inglourious Basterds line.
Can you tell me the character of the actor?
No.
Really?
No. No. Sorry, guys.
Anyone? This is, of course.
Well, if nobody else can, then it's not just me.
From the amazing Jackie Brown.
Okay.
It is Ordell Robbie, played by the incredible Samuel L. Jackson.
I should have assumed by the use of motherfucker that it was
That's
Samuel
why
L.
I
Jackson,
wasn't sure. That's why I thought.
But I just wasn't sure which movie it was.
Misty says it's from Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
I love Pulp Fiction.
Oh my God! Stay tuned for our short film Pup Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. I want to create Pulp Fiction.
No, I want to do Pup Fiction starring Nomi Malone.
All right. Next one. Say what again? Say what again?
I double dare you.
I double dare you, motherfucker. Say that one more
goddamn time. Pulp Fiction, Samuel Jackson.
What's his character's name?
Oh, not Ordell, whatever.
Not Ordell Robbie.
Fuck. I don't know. Give me the 2 out of the 3 points.
It is, of course, Jules Winfield. From Pulp Fiction.
Say what again, motherfucker? He's so good in this movie. It's so good. Yes.
Can you name a movie you'd seen him in before Pulp Fiction that you can think of? Oh, that's Samuel Jackson. Pulp Fiction. Or that Samuel Jackson before you, like, were you a Samuel Jackson fan before Pulp Fiction?
Jackie Brown was before Pulp Fiction, no?
Jackie Brown was after Pulp Fiction.
Was it?
Yeah.
Then no, I can't think of a pre-Pulp Fiction movie off the top of my head where I'd seen some. Snakes on a Plane with
Not way after.
I know, so I'm saying I don't think so. I don't think I'd ever had. No.
Anybody moves a little weird, a little sudden, gonna get a bullet. Not a warning, not a question, a bullet. Anybody moves a little weird.
See, anybody.
What?
I'm hearing the Pulp Fiction get down. This is a fucking rhyme.
Oh, you Amanda Plummer saying it? Yeah. Weirdly, I would have thought you might have sensed what I was doing here. Because this is, of course, Samuel L. Jackson as Major Marquise Warren from The Hateful Eight. All right.
I told you I wasn't going to be good at this game. This is what you watch.
You're doing all right.
Make an asshole.
Ted fucking Williams knocks it out of the park.
That sounds like a line said by Quarantino.
No. Quarantino is not a... It's not. It's a man... I'm going to give you this. It's a man with a baseball bat. Ted fucking Williams knocks it out of the park.
I'm going to say...
He's killing somebody while doing this.
No, I'm assuming it's Reservoir Dogs.
Okay.
But I don't... I'm sorry.
Nobody uses a baseball bat in... There is a character who very famously uses a baseball bat to kill people. The people he kills... Well, his nickname is the Jew Bear.
Oh, in the Inglourious Bastards?
Yes. Do you remember his name?
The Jew Bear?
No.
Is it BJ Novak?
No, it's not. BJ Novak is not the Jew Bear, though you've been watching another show with him in it quite frequently lately.
Is it Kieran McCulkin?
It's not Kieran McCulkin. It is Eli Roth as Donnie Donowitz from Inglourious Bastards.
Okay. You know what? It's funny because we watch all the Eli Roths, blah, 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 blah.
History of Horror.
And I'd never put the two together, to be honest. Never in my life.
Tarantino discovered Eli Roth.
But I swear to God, you were witnessing this in like real time. I never put the two together.
Never put it together. Yep. Oh, yeah. Eli Roth was
Maybe I just
Donnie
know
Donowitz.
a lot of Jewish guys named Eli Roth. I don't.
But Donnie Donowitz, great name. All right. That's when you know you found somebody. We're on number 20, and I've got a bonus one. So number 10, and I've got you a bonus 11. So that's when you know you found somebody special. When you can just shut the fuck up for a minute and comfortably enjoy the silence.
I'm going to say this is from True Romance.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know to be true.
Do you know who it would be, if you're going to say?
I'm going to say it's an Arquette. But it could be a
Patricia Arquette as...
I'm going to say it's a Arquette.
You're wrong. It's actually from Pulp Fiction.
Oh,
it's
what?
Mia Wallace says this, and that's her and John
Travolta's
sitting at the Jackrabbit Slim.
See, I'm doing very badly. I told you.
All right. Last one, and I'm going to go with, this is one of those weird ones.
Okay.
It's not one of the main films he's directed.
Okay.
The line is, now I know I'm pretty, but I'm not as pretty as a pair of titties. If you can tell me the actor or the name of the actor.
I want to say it's DiCaprio who says this.
DiCaprio is, only the movie DiCaprio's in is one of the canon, or he's in two of the canon. Right?
I know.
So I'm saying this is not one of the Tarantino films. This is one of the films he either wrote or whatever, but it didn't direct it.
True Romance?
Okay, I'm going to say yes, you're right. Who's the character or the actor? This is actually one of my absolute favorite characters she's ever written. Played by probably my favorite actor in the world.
Now I'm very confused because I'm thinking of the major players in that movie, and I'm like, one of those is one of your favorite actors in the world?
Is my favorite actor in the world.
Then please enlighten me.
It is played by the incredible Gary Oldman.
Oh, okay.
And it is, of course, Drexel Spivey.
Right away, I was like, Christian Slater's one of your favorite actors in the world.
Christian Slater was great, but he's
He
no
is good.
Drexel. Hey, look at it. Here we go. Sin's there.
Hi, friends.
Turner's here. How you guys doing? It's nice all to see you all. Drexel Spivey.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and
Pulp Fiction.
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs. Yeah. It still could be Pulp Fiction. You could have
It
said
could be
either.
also.
You could have said either. You're fine.
I could have put the Uma wig on too and like been a whole bunch of characters
That's
at
fair.
once.
You could have been one. So that has been Say What? Tarantino edition.
Yeah, I was shit at that.
You were good. You're batting better than 50%.
Remember at the beginning when I said I make this face sometimes on the show?
Ooh, that's a bingo.
I got one bingo.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
There, you got two Sin. Oh, it's Sin's
Infinity's
mom.
mom! Hi!
Sin's mom.
That's awesome!
That's lovely
Oh
to
my god,
see
I
you.
love it.
Not as fun as Chocolate Rain.
Nothing will ever be as much fun as Chocolate
I
Rain.
will come up with a new Chocolate Rain. I don't know if it's going to be for next week because next week's going to be a very, very interesting one.
You know what's really funny though? I got to shout out Sinfinity's mom because I've been a burlesque dancer for 17 years, and my mother, bless her heart, didn't always love to come to shows, but people would try to call her like Mama Diabloe or whatever, and she'd be like, "Hi, I'm Debbie," right? So the fact that your whole handle is Sinfinity's mom, and that's like an identity, I love that
That's
so
excellent.
much. Like, mwah, love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm all about that. That's awesome.
All right, shall we listen to some music?
You were about to say something about next week because you wanted
I'm
to.
not, but I was saying, but I don't know about the game for next week is all I said.
Oh, good.
I finished the sentence, we're good.
All right, fine.
Shall we listen to some music?
See,
I'm very excited because
broke her brain.
broke her brain. Because we do know a very, very good band that fits right into the Quentin Tarantino vibe. So I don't think we should wait.
Let's just do
Even
it.
a little bit.
Bye, Sinfinity's mom.
Bye, Infinity's mom.
You're gonna miss good music though.
If you love some surf rock, you gotta love Les Separatwists.
Les Separatwists.
Everybody, stick around because tonight's featured attraction is coming up. Don't forget, it's 2 cocktails.
Ooh, hey, Captain's Kittens, that's Positively Mortified by Les Separatwists.
Did you just call them cats?
What?
Cats and kittens.
Captain's Kittens. All right, it's that time. We have not done this on the show, and I'm very excited. We are going to make a $5 milkshake.
Okay.
What makes a $5 milkshake a $5 milkshake? Well, the key thing is ingredients. First of all, you need good ingredients. That is ice cream. So we have some chocolate chip mint ice cream.
Ooh.
We also have some vanilla yogurt. Why vanilla yogurt? Because A, I prefer it to that, and B, it's that little bit of tang I feel really adds to this. Also, we're gonna need some booze.
I'm just grabbing some more paper towel.
Go for it. So we have some Baileys. We have a little Galliano to add that sort of vanilla to it. And, of course, the star of this whole show, a can. Or some Guinness stout. This is the big part of it. So here, we're just going to bring this recipe right up right here. There we are. There you are. So, oh, and I forgot. Oh, I will grab that in a second.
I will get it.
Can you grab me the chocolate bitters, please? I forgot the chocolate bitters.
Yes, we're on the bar?
Yeah, on the bar. So we have the chocolate bitters, and while she's doing that, I'm just going to grab the one thing I forgot. For these glasses, and we have these lovely milkshake glasses, which we're going to put those in a bit. There we go. So, to this, we are going to do for each. We're making 2 at once, so we're going to do 2 scoops of ice cream for each drink.
Also, in a packet of Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
Yeah. So we're going to start with a scoop. 1, 2, and 3. How precise is a scoop? It's however precise you want it to be. Also, I just like this stuff. We're going to have a lot of ice cream on this show.
Yay! Lactose intolerance.
All right.
Hooray.
To that, we're going to add your favorite. I think it's your favorite ice cream.
You know what? I'm going to be awful. I never have ice cream in the house because it doesn't always.
Chocolate chip mint.
It's not always my
cream.
favorite thing, but like.
I'm not a big fan of the mint ice cream, but
I love
I really like this one. There we are. Another one. And another one. There we go. All right. So
local. I'm sorry.
Take it away from me.
Yes, I will. Local ice cream is always so good.
There we go. All right. To this, I am adding. There we go. Each drink 2 ounces of our Baileys. There we are. 2 ounces of Baileys.
Steph, in case Mom is watching.
Chocolate bitter? Oh, there. Thanks. Yes. Very much.
In case my mother's watching, Mom, we have ice cream now. You can come visit.
There we go. We are going to add ½ an ounce of the Galliano. Not a ton. This is sort of, I usually add a little vanilla extract to my milkshakes. So I just thought, hey, instead of a dash of vanilla extract, I thought ½ an ounce of vanilla liqueur would be even better.
Mr. Portugal, I love you.
And to that, we're also going to add... there we are.
Oh, wait. It's got to do its Guinness thing.
There we are. There we go.
Now, let me ask you, are you going to like decant that because it's a Guinness, or you're just going to pour it right in there?
We're gonna measure it, actually.
Okay.
We're doing 4 ounces per. That's 2 of Guinness per milkshake. And then at the end of this, like another famous director once wrote, I can say, I drink your milkshake. There we are. So that is our Guinness milkshake for 2 in there. We're going to put.
Oh, do we have the special thing?
That on there? Yeah, of course you do.
All right.
Let me do it. Hang on, I'll tell you when.
I'm waiting.
All right.
Nobody likes the blender noise.
So
please bear with us.
Perfect. Can you grab me one other thing at your front?
Yes.
Can you go grab me 2 straws?
Yes. Come on, Nomi
So
Mama.
we're just going to
We have
put
a job
that
to do.
into our...
Come on, Nomi Mama.
Oh, nice.
We have a
Cinnamon
job.
chocolates.
We have to get the straws. Come on, Nomi.
Nice and boozy into our milkshake glasses.
Nomi, Nomi.
Oh, there we go. A little bit left in there.
Nomi, Nomi.
We are going to take some very cheap Halloween chocolate, which I love. Take
We have
that
chocolate
out of
chips here.
there. Cheap Halloween chocolate.
Oh, the dog found a piece of paper towel. Oh, good.
Hmm.
Oh, good.
Great.
Oh, sorry. Pardon me.
There we are. And we're just going to... Or chocolate chips. I think I put chocolate chips in the description, but this I like a little bit better. This is
Stuart
cheap
Spence is here.
ass. Hi, Stuart. How are you? It's good to see you. And then we're going to pop that in there. And this
love it.
is the Pulp Fiction $5 milkshake.
Oh, I'm so excited.
If you like it a little thicker, add more ice cream. You like it a little thinner, add a little more milk, what have you.
When it goes in the blender, I don't get to shake.
No.
Mmm.
Mm-hmm. Weird with that Guinness in that is fantastic. Add that just a little bit of chocolate.
This is so good.
Mmm.
Oh my goodness. Mmm.
I forgot to add this.
Come on. You want to be on the TV? Come on, be on the computer?
There we go.
Wanna be on the internet?
A little dash of that. There we go.
Oh, internet doggy.
There we go. Now it's perfect. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. $5 milkshake. Oh, yeah. The
That
Guinness
is
milkshake.
That's a tasty. Where are you going?
It is fantastic.
You want to go down now?
It's rich and it's chocolatey and it's minty and oh, it's a fantastic drink. Yum. Are you happy?
I'm happy. Are you happy? Oh, I'm going to try to crawl over Mama's head. Oh, hold on. Look at the face. Mommy, say hi to the people. Are you going to make fun of my feet? Oh, Audrey, here you go.
What? Why not make fun of your feet? I'll take a picture of the dog. There we are. Hi, Nomi.
Oh, Nomi Malone. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, you're getting
Now
very...
you want to get higher.
You're getting heavy. Mama understands. You're getting too heavy. I'm
How
gonna
are
have
you,
to start
Nomi?
lifting again.
And also there's Shauna's feet. There you go.
Fuck off. Dox me and show my feet. At least my slippers are fancy.
There we
At
go.
least my slippers are fancy. I gotta wash my hands. Nomi.
All right.
All right.
Yum.
Gotta wash my hands.
You wash your hands. I'm going to top up our milkshake.
Oh, hi, baby.
It's a good
This
milkshake.
is-
You know, I find I also like a milkshake that I can drink.
As opposed to the new McDonald's ones
Yeah.
where you can't drink them anymore and you need a spoon.
Yeah, we'll just call it ice cream. Just say I'm making ice cream. That's really good.
That's really tasty.
I wouldn't have thought. I've never had a Guinness milkshake.
Guinness is good for you.
Guinness is good for you.
That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, I want to take this out of the way.
All right. What is next?
You are all.
We have done this. We have done this. We have done that. We have not done the second cube. The second coming of Q.
Oh. Second question. Did you like the second question?
I would like a second question.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
The second question for tonight is: which Tarantino movie would you live in if you could? And I'm going to say, if you choose 4 rooms, you have to live in the Tarantino story. Just like if you choose, like True Romance, I'll give you. If you choose Dusk Till Dawn, you have to live in the first half, not the second half of the vampire.
Oh, so you get to. Oh, come on. You want to come up?
You gotta live with the rapist, not the vampires. No, mate, that's not even a movie of his. That's entirely David Fincher.
Is
I don't
it
care.
blue or is it our light? It's the light.
What?
I would also say Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
I'm sorry, in case you were
Yeah.
paying attention to what's cooking, the bacon is going in the oven.
Bacon is going in. I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood I would love to live in. I would also love to live in the Inglorious Bastards where they kill Hitler, in all fairness.
Okay, I'd be down to do that. I'd be down to kill Hitler.
But I could also find myself living in the world of Pulp Fiction very easily. It sounds like a fun world. What? What are you talking about? That's not even a thing.
What's the matter with you?
Yeah. She confuses Quentin Tarantino all the time with David Fincher. What do the people have to say? Oh, that was us again. Hit the wrong button. What do the people have to say? Oh, let's see.
You know what? Misty makes a very good point. I'll be back in 1 second, but Misty makes a very valid point.
Yeah, I don't know if I could live in any of his movies. They're all so violent. Have you seen The World itself? I don't know if it's any less violent than his movies.
Yeah, but it's like more concentrated in the Tarantino verse.
I just think because you live in you're watching a certain segment of it. There's an interesting world. There's maybe that speaks to our privilege also. It's quite possible. It's quite possible. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is fantastic. I would say. I see a few.
Like I don't. If anyone says that, like, other than wanting to live during the Inglorious Bastards' time to kill Hitler, if anyone says they want to be like in the Hateful Eight or like in Django, like it's disturbing. No, a little bit, maybe. I don't know. And I would fully do 4 rooms. And
in his world?
Well, the bad thing about his story only really lasts 1 second.
And it only happens to one person.
And when I think about his story in 4 rooms, Jennifer Beals seems just fine. She's up there in her bathrobe with a towel on her head, eating a club sandwich. She's all good.
I also think that, weirdly, Death Proof is a good world to live in because I think there's that sort of cool, lots of cool people.
Minus Kurt Russell?
Well, I think the fact that in the end run, it's about a series of strong female characters. Yes, some happen to fall at the whim of an evil character, just as good people fall to evil all the time, but he has his comeuppance by yet again another group of strong women, and you get that cool Texas, that sort of fun, relaxed element of Texas that I like.
But I think that's an interesting thing because I think, given my age and my feminist tendencies, like I find a lot of his movies are violent towards women. But at the end of the day, he portrays such strong female characters that it's never like maybe I don't know if I should say this. I'm gonna say it, and then if you want to like destroy me in the comments, destroy me. There's a strength, and a women can play on this level too about Tarantino, like Kill Bill and whatever that. The fighting doesn't have to be dumbed down because it's women. Women can hold their own. There's violence against women, but it's like the women, for the most part, end up on top. Like it's an interesting, weird take on feminism where you're allowed to beat the shit out of women on camera, but at the end of the day, it's out of I'm not going to say it's out of reverence but there's a strength to his female characters that despite like they fight back, and they fight hard.
Name me a character in Tarantino's movies that if they are a male character that do violence towards a female,
doesn't get their comeuppance
by a female character.
No, and that's what I mean. Like I'm not saying that it's okay to beat women by any stretch at all, but I find that the men end up at the disadvantage in the Tarantino films. It's not the women who end up at the disadvantage.
Yeah. I
don't know. Like, I'm sure I'm going to get shit from somebody, but like...
Oh! I think it's a good point, but again, I think there's a lot to talk about his stuff that make his films so much fun to watch.
Indeed.
Shall you make us a tasty burger?
I'm going to make a burger. I'm going to ask you to just double check on the puppy, and I'm going to ask you also... Can our grill pan go on here?
Yes. That's why I brought it up.
Beautiful. All right, friends. We're gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna move this first. I'm gonna bring out my recipe. I'm gonna take off my rings because we getting dirty with fingers tonight, my friends. Ooh, and swollen. So, y'all can make burgers out of whatever you want. The original recipe for this called for beef or bison. I'm going to pull it up here just quickly.
I just put meat.
Dan put ground meat. I have a pound of ground pork because we have discovered as a couple that we really do enjoy pork burgers. Can you also pass me the Montreal steak spice?
Yes.
So, because we're Montrealers, or I am at least, and Dan has lived in or around Montreal for over 10 years, when I see grilling spice, I just go for Montreal steak spice.
Well,
I have
made by La Grill, so that.
pound of pork in here. I'm going to take 2 tablespoons out of the teriyaki sauce that we just made. And because I'm a saucy minx, I'm actually going to take like half an extra. Into this, I am putting a tablespoon. Can you take the top off of that? Thank you. Tablespoon of grilling seasoning. I'm going to err on the side of a little bit lighter than a tablespoon for now, which is good that my tablespoon is covered in liquid. Because we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So we're just going to mix this together. Tray sampler. And can I have a plate for these patties, please?
A plate, of course.
Yes.
Patty plate. You want the little patty maker?
I could have a patty maker. So, even though there's just 2 of us, we are going to make 4 burgers. So I'm going to divide this in half, and in half, and then in half again. And we have this little burger press scenario over here. I'm going to throw that guy in there. I'm going to press him down. You don't need one of these.
You're just,
See,
you
exactly.
You gotta still tighten it up.
Well, then I might need a tiny bit of breadcrumb. So here's the debate that Danny D and I have all the time. Some people say you don't need anything in your burger at all other than meat, salt, and pepper.
Yeah.
I grew up in a house where my father used to make burgers, like a tiny sprinkle, and then little sprinkle. Thank you. Where my dad's burgers, and he was the one who taught me how to make a burger, always involved eggs and breadcrumbs and filler, right? Can I have a little tiny bit more, please?
If you're adding a lot of liquid, I think you need to have some kind of binding
agent. Now, again, the teriyaki sauce might have been the reason why I needed a little bit of extra help here. You might be really happy with just a meat burger, as in salt, pepper, meat. The other thing I'm going to do here, I'm not even going to use the press on top. I'm just going to use my hands because they're clean. I don't think I like this.
Well, I think first of all, you don't oil it down. Is what you're supposed to do.
Well, you passed it to me.
Well, I thought you had the oil.
I would have assumed that if you were giving me a kitchen implement.
I said you want the press. I would assume you would have had the oil to do it.
Why do I have oil here?
Because you're the cooker. I just made the cocktails.
All right, cool. I'm not going to bother with the press anymore. I'm just going to press them with my hands because bullshit, right? So just use your hands. Press them down. You don't want little hockey puck burgers.
Put a little indent in them. Don't forget to always indent the center of your burger.
Why is that?
Because that's how it stops it from getting the hockey puck. That's how the center stops from it.
All right, maybe you can just go check on the dog while I'm doing the cooking. Thanks. Awesome, guys. Just getting the ground pork off my hands.
I'm going to do the same.
Why is this Alrighty, McTidies. So, we have our 4 burger patties. Oh, hi, Nomi Malone. We're just going to put all of these accoutrements to the side. I'm also going to grab a hot plate. Can I have the grill pan, please? Menu. Could you flip the bacon, please, sir? Thank you very much. So, my friends, we've got a grill pan. I'm going to spray it with some spray. Hi, Nomi. Nomi wants a burger. We're going to spray this grill pan onto this. I know I've made 4 patties. I'm not going to cook all of them right now. Shush. I'm not going to cook all of them right now. I'm going to cook 2 of these, and I'm going to cook 2 pineapple rings while we do this. So let me just wait until this gets nice and warm.
Hey.
Marie-Eve, as soon as the show is over, I'm going to look up reclus, because I don't know what the English word is either. Okay. Getting nice and hot. Over here, I have my Dole pineapple rings. If it was summer or if food wasn't scarce right now, I might have bought a full pineapple and just done the whole thing. But guess what? Convenience, friends. So many people are going back to work in an office. They don't have time for this shit. I get that. Okay? So we got 2, what I'm going to call kahuna rings on there. We've got 1 patty over here. Now, the only thing about doing the grill pan on the induction cooker is the size of the surface. Like when I do this on the stovetop, you can put it over 2 burners if you want to or whatever. Here, we're a little bit tight on space. Pardon me. Thank you. The trusty tongs. I need to go in here and just taste my teriyaki for a second because it's been sitting. Fuck, that's good. I'm also just going to grab a secondary plate because we don't want to be putting our cooked meat back on the same plate as our raw meat, right? So, bear with Mama Diablo half a second.
So people can see that. Let's go overhead. Hey, Nomi.
Things are cooking, my friends. Things are cooking. I just want to see here. Want to make sure I can still pull this
I'm going to
off.
bring up your recipe. Did you bring it up yet?
I thought I did.
Bring it up here one more time just so people see it.
All right. Just checking this out a little bit. The bacon is in the oven. The teriyaki is in the burgers. You know what? Why not? Just for shits and gigglies. I'm going to take my little brush here. I have extra teriyaki. I'm just going to give these pineapples a tiny little brush before I flip them over. There we go. Ça a l'air bon, mes amis. Looks good AF. Yeah. Oh, I got to the chocolatey, like the actual chocolate part of my milkshake.
The chocolate part.
No, the chocolate shavings that settled at the bottom. Oh, ready? I'm just gonna go flip como eso. You can also see where the heat is not happening on this. Give these guys a little turn ski. Give this guy a little turn ski. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend, if you're not doing an internet cooking show, I wouldn't recommend the induction cooker for the grill pan.
The one thing I will say though, about this grill pan, especially because of the cast iron, it's going to absorb heat even if it's just in the center. It's like a cast iron pan, so you're going to get a lot of heat. Eventually, it just might, at the beginning, it's going to be focused.
I also just find that if, for example, you're looking for like really good rings on your pineapple, and whatever you're not getting, but we're not getting even necessarily because the heat, again, it's a smaller cooking surface versus our cooktop. I'm gonna give these a minute. I'm gonna pick that up half a notch. Can you pass me? In the Ches fridge, there is a Monterey Jack. I think it is on the left side of the fridge. All right, friends, so I'm going to flip it one more time. This is why I think it's important to use a binding agent in your burgers, because I can already see here that we're... Okay, we're getting somewhere. Because El Diablo is a bit of a pig, I'm just going to taste this pork and teriyaki. There you go. I'm going to take the pineapple off because I think it's done.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
That's beautiful. That's off. This guy is just going to go over here. This guy is going to go over here. And I don't disagree with Dan that the heat is dissipating. It's just that it's a smaller cooktop. So your heat concentration is like here, right? Yes, it's a conductive piece, and that's cool. Yep. Eating the pork right out of the pan. Yeah. Oh, hello.
Robbie? Go tell the king.
Go tell it on the mountain. Over the hill and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain. Come on, Nomi. To let my people go. No?
No.
That's a Jewish song, no? All right. I think I'm going to leave these a minute on either side, and that's it. That beep beep over there is some bacon. That noise over there was an apple. It's interesting, friends. And again, I wouldn't, I'm an equal I'm an equal opportunity barbecuer, as in I will barbecue. Oh God, it's very smoky in here. I'll barbecue all season, like all seasons. I wouldn't do this again. I wouldn't try to make burgers on a grill pan in the house again. I find it very smoky for no reason. I find the cooking, at least on this induction cooktop, is not as even as I'd like it to be. But again, necessity, mother of invention, all of that shit. So yeah, it wouldn't be what I would do in the futur. It's working for now, ish. Mostly I'm going to go back to the main cam. Hello. Look, it's movie effects. Smoky. Yeah, I'm not thrilled with how much these are smoking, but that's just an effect of grilling in your house. Danny D, if you could open a window, it might make it a little bit less chokesome. They're not beef burgers, they're pork burgers. But you could do this with, again, any ground meat, bison, chicken, turkey. We're using pork. All right.
It's raining now.
We're starting to get a little bit of a sear on the outside. Finally, this is happening.
What can I do?
Buns, please.
What about your cilantro sauce?
I have to make a cilantro sauce also. So,
I'm also stealing a tiny piece of this cheese because now I'm hungry.
I think, let me take out my thermometer. You could also pass me the mayo and the sriracha, please. I'm going in here We're at 165. 165. Okay, these are good. These are good to go. I'm going to put these little burgers. Oh, look at that. That's tasty. I'm going to put these little burger guys over here. I'm going to take the little crumblies off the grill pan and stick them in my face because I'm hungry. Sriracha's in the back. Cilantro's over here. Oh, yeah. Look at those. Okay. That's... I'm just going to take this grill pan over here, and forget that the other pan has been in the oven for a while. All right. Whew. I love that it flashes hot at me. All right. Cool. There's too much stuff going on here. Hold on 1 second.
All right.
1 sec. I'm just going to move the hot cooktop over here. Not too close to anything that we have over there. Now, a small bowl, if you will, please, sir.
Small bowl. You want me to melt your cheese?
Oh, you can melt the cheese if you want. We could also have it not melted, but if you want to melt it, you go for it.
Bowl. That's right. Opposite of a bowl. A very flat bowl. Flat bowl. Round bowl.
Round bowl. And the recipe for this mayo would be kindly appreciated. Oh, a tablespoon.
A tablespoon.
A tablespoon. Tablespoon of cilantro.
Right.
1/3 of a cup of mayo. Now, again, you can always scale this up or down based on if you're eating alone or you're cooking for the neighborhood. It's not, c'est pas la rocket science. And on the internet, there are food calculators. So if you want to triple something or halve something or quarter something, there are resources to help you to do this.
I'm gonna in here for
You can splooge all you like. All right, friends.
What
What are you looking for?
I was looking for a flipper, but I guess not.
A flipper?
I'll just put my hands.
Here.
All right, I got my hands in there.
A flipper. Behind my back.
Well, it's a little hot, so I'm gonna just quickly put that in there.
All right. I was just gonna. There you go. Behind my back. A flipper.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay. So all we're really doing, any spicy mayo that you make is really just mayo with a thing in it. Let's be honest. We got some cilantro here. Oh no, we've made mayo on the show before from scratch, but we're not doing that tonight because I made teriyaki from scratch, and there's only so much sauce I can make from scratch in one show. So we have our mayo. 1/3 of a cup of mayo. And again, if it's just you and you're making one burger, maybe don't use 1/3 of a cup of mayo, but I'm not judging you. I'm really not. I used to make mayo sandwiches when I was a kid. Really not judging him. Sriracha. I think it calls for a teaspoon, but I'm going to eyeball it. No, it fully calls for a teaspoon, but I'm going to put more because it's spicy mayo. So yeah. It's not going in there. So we got mayo. We got sriracha. Sriracha. Now, friendlies, I'm just going to go overhead for 1 second. You can tell the spiciness level of your mayo by the color. Like, I can already tell that this is a medium to fairly spicy mayo just by the fact that it is this color of salmon pink. Less spicy will be a cooler shade. More spicy, more red. Cilantro. Get it in there. There we go. We have a spicy cilantro mayo. We have, sorry, I'm tasting everything.
Sorry.
I'm also having an idea that there might have to be some teriyaki on the bun. I think that like definitely needs to be teriyaki on the bun. I'm just grabbing the composting because composting keep the world going round, apparently.
All right.
I don't know. I try.
It's doing
I don't know if it does anything. It's like recycling. I really believed for a long time in recycling until I realized how much recycling isn't actually recycled, and sadness. All right.
Toast
Oh
our
my
buns a little
goodness.
bit
All right. Toasting the buns. Have you guys had fun? Did you have a good
I've
show?
had fun. Have you had fun?
I had fun. But I was asking the audience because, like, you and I get to live this blissful life together every day, and we always have fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you have a good time? Was it all of your Tarantino dreams and more, is what I want to know.
Yes. Was there anything we didn't do?
We didn't have a Kill Bill style fight.
We had milkshakes and they didn't do that in Kill Bill.
We had milkshakes. We didn't dance. We didn't do the twist. Here we go. Twist. Tarantino twist. We didn't crash a car, but I think that's okay.
Well, I was going to mention something earlier, but oh well, never mind. Well, we put up a tempo and they didn't do that.
We did put up a tempo. That's our life now.
We got tempo.
For anybody living outside of Quebec, a tempo is one of those awful temporary car shelters that we need in the winter.
All right.
Here. All right. I'm just going to grab some plates. We're going to plate this puppy right up. It's too bad that we drank our milkshakes because it would go real well with like a milkshake here. All right. I'm going to use a little bit of this on one side of the bun. Boop, boop. Boopity boop.
All right. Expected more feet, but I'm happy with Shauna's slippers. we had a whole feet thing.
Shauna's feet need a pedicure. And ain't nobody got time for that shit. So,
All right. So now we put some teriyaki
I'm
sauce.
doing teriyaki on the top of the bun.
Here, I'm going to bring us overhead so we can see what you're doing here.
I'm doing teriyaki on the top.
So cilantro, spicy cilantro mayo at the
On
bottom.
the other side. So actually I did one top, one bottom, and one
Okay.
reversed.
Then we're doing
We're going to do these delicious, where's the bacon?
bacon. It's right behind me. So
All right. So we got these two
You
delicious.
put that at the bottom, this one.
And I put that on the bottom of that one.
All right.
Normally what I would have done is put the bacon underneath the cheese just to keep it in place for eating purposes, but we didn't do that, so that's cool. Bacon, 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 bacon.
And then one of my favorite things for a burger.
All right, let me just grab a napkins or a paper towel because we're fancy like that.
There we are.
There you go.
And we're gonna.
Here's a
There we have. This is
friends. Our take, the stir crazy take on the Big Kahuna
the
Burger.
Big Kahuna Burger. I'm very excited for this. Oh yeah. That's a tasty burger.
That is a tasty burger.
It's a very tasty burger.
I never ever put pineapple on anything other than pineapple. Pineapple goes with pineapple.
I'm a big pineapple fan. I love the thing that most people hate. I love, which is the ham and pineapple pizza. Anybody else like the ham and pineapple? I love the ham and pineapple pizza.
That's just
People who don't like it or give it a bad thing, I don't care. That's your choice, but it's I think it's delicious.
and I'm not, as some of you know, if you're not watching for the first time, like I have weird feelings about salty and sweet. I like to keep them separate a lot of the time, but
That was really good.
this is really tasty.
Really good.
It's really tasty. What's
Spicy.
next week?
Next week is our Taiwan On episode. I don't know if you've ever watched our show sometimes and noticed that maybe by the end of the show we're a little bit drunk.
A little bit sometimes.
Sometimes a little bit.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Next week is how much booze can we put into things? So we're going to have boozy food. We're going to have extra boozy booze. So it's going to be a little bit of a...
I'm actually working with a scientist to put booze in the air.
Oh, booze in the air. We're going to put booze in...
Working on it.
Booze in the camera. Booze in the internet.
And all we ask is that if you're joining us next Wednesday, you put a lot of booze in you.
Yeah.
And that'll be a thing.
Drink hard with us. This has been fun.
Maybe on Thursday we'll have a hangover on Twitch.
Oh, the hangover. That's kind of funny. Hangover. That's kind of funny.
I'm going to admit, it's hard for my taste buds to do the pineapple because it's like it's fruit on meat and like,
I love it.
But I'm not mad at it. I'm just
This is a great-
I'm just confused by it. I'm
There's
not
a lot
mad.
of things I like that I find not necessarily people's favorite flavors. Mayonnaise with spice. Not a lot of people like
Well,
that.
some people don't like mayo.
Pineapple on savory. Also, some people don't like. There was one I was going to think of, but I can't remember what it was now. So it's gone.
Teriyaki sauce on burgers? Bacon. Cheers.
It's gone. There was another thing that was in that.
Yeah, I'm like borderline disturbed by the pineapple, but I'm making it work in my mouth. It's working.
I think it's fantastic.
It's
I
working.
love it. I love it.
Nomi needs a babysitter. Maureen, are you volunteering?
Again, they're stuck. They can't get out of
I
there.
know. Well, they can fly. They just can't drive. Maureen, please be safe. All of our Vancouver and our West Coast friends, because apparently it's Washington State also. Like, be careful. If you need anything, let us know. I don't know how we can help, but we are happy to help.
Yeah.
So, whatever you need.
Yeah. So next week we're gonna make boozy things.
Yeah. Like a boozy Elle and a boozy Dan.
It'll be great. And I think we will have finally that 50th episode
Sexy woman.
of Sexy Woman. So come
We're
back for
doing it.
that. Tell everybody who you know to come watch the show. We're trying to get everybody to know about it.
It would be nice.
So get out there, subscribe, follow along, hit all the buttons that are in front of you, depending on where you were. Thank you very much for joining us one more time.
Thank you to the former Separatwists, the now Triptyque or the Trip something. I'm going to figure it out. We'll give you a proper shout out next week, but thank you. Thank you to you.
Thank you to you.
Thank you to you.
Thank you, Butterscotch Blondie.
Thank you, Nomi Malone.
Yeah, you.
I don't know what you're eating over there. I know I'm going to be concerned about it in a minute. I'm Elle Diabloe.
I'm the Divine Denny D.
Stay safe.
And we've got a very special episode of our post-credits.
Disaster.
No, it's not. It's wonderful.
Okay.
You hit the bit.
Wonder. Our post-credits wonder. It's a wonder. I wonder.